In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the growth mindset and why it's important for building resilience and helping us learn how to self-regulate. Some of you have possibly heard these phrases, the growth mindset and the fixed mindset, before. In short, the growth mindset is an approach to life and a person who's willing to be open, who's curious, and who's willing to take risks. Some qualities of a person with a growth mindset is someone who embraces challenge. They are able to take feedback and learn from constructive criticism. The growth mindset person perseveres and continues trying even if there are setbacks or failures or mistakes. In fact, these people understand that those mistakes or failures are some of the best ways to learn, adapt, and improve. They are inspired by others' success, and they're willing to put in the work to achieve their goals. These are the people that want to keep learning and feel like they have the potential to do so. Basically, growth mindset is the belief that intelligence and talent are not things that we are born with, but things that can be developed by anyone. On the other side of the spectrum, with a fixed mindset, the belief is that talent and intelligence are things that you're born with, and therefore they are things that are fixed and cannot be changed. Some of the qualities of a person with a fixed mindset are that when there's a challenge, they maybe will try to avoid it. They may take criticism very personally, even getting defensive. And with feedback, they may just completely ignore it. People with a fixed mindset tend to give up easily. They tend to also have the thinking that if they make mistakes or don't do something perfectly, that they are a failure and that they have no chance of being able to improve. It's kind of the feeling of, why should I even bother? Why should I even try? And also, those with a fixed mindset tend to be threatened by the success of others. So research shows that about 40% of people have a growth mindset and 60% have more of a fixed mindset. I believe that because of childhood experiences, a lot of us probably have a tendency toward one or the other, fixed or growth mindset. But our levels of stress can impact what mindset we have or how we approach challenges. So let's take, for example, that maybe you normally feel like you have a growth mindset, but you're having a tough week. Maybe you haven't gotten enough sleep. You have extra schoolwork or a big project that you're working on. Maybe in addition, there's a stress in your life, either with a family member or a friend. And all of these coming together have increased your level of stress beyond what would be kind of your normal stress level. In those times, even though you normally have a growth mindset, you might find it a little harder to approach your life in that way and with that perspective. And that's okay. That's normal. I think those times give us the opportunity to be more compassionate with ourselves and with others, realizing that when life is especially stressful, we just need a little bit of extra support from others. But also, the tools that we're giving you in this program that help to build resilience and self-regulation, the more those are practiced, the more likely they'll help move you into being able to be in a growth mindset on a regular basis. But that's why building resilience and learning self-regulation tools are so important. See, growth mindset has everything to do with the brain. Our brains are plastic. It's called neuroplasticity. This is the ability for our brains to change and grow, morph and adapt, and even rewire themselves. It's kind of like plastic. If you melt it down, it can turn into any sorts of shapes and forms and lead to all sorts of new possibilities. Here's an example of the incredible capacity for our brains to grow and change. There was a 9-year-old girl who, because of some major problems she was having, had to have her whole right hemisphere, half of her brain, removed. The doctors thought that she would never really fully recover. The whole left side of her body was paralyzed. But she completely amazed them. Within a few short weeks, the connections in her brain grew back. They adapted, they found new ways of making those neural pathways so that she gained full functionality back through her body and her mind. And all of that is because of the incredible capability that our brain has to change and grow, no matter what our life experiences have been. We have the potential to move more into a growth mindset at any time. And one of the ways to do that is to start to really pay attention to the words we use. Words have a lot of power. And so just by being aware of the words we use to describe others' capabilities or what we think their potential is or the possibilities for them can make a big difference in how they see themselves. The words we use toward our own selves, whether it's speaking to someone else about ourselves or even just thinking in our minds, also can play a big role in whether we move down the road of having more of a growth mindset or a fixed mindset. So let's all commit to rethinking about how we use our words in talking about others and in talking about and thinking about ourselves. I invite you to start practicing having a growth mindset in everything that you do, including in how you approach this program. Be open to possibilities, to new growth, to changes. So remember that a growth mindset doesn't apply to just one subject or one area of your life. It's something that can apply to everything that you do in your life. So let's move forward with openness, curiosity, and a willingness to practice, knowing that our potential to improve is infinite if we put our heart and mind into it. Thanks for listening today. I'll see you in the next video.